say.
But that's not actually how it works.
I'm not bothered, actually. I'm not interested. Let's do the news. Now, there are proposals this week in the corridors of power that anyone who passes their driving test must be accompanied for the first few years on the road by an experienced, sober person who's over 25.
You can kind of see why they think that's a good idea, though, can't you? Because, you know...
That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard of. The stupidest. OK, I have spent 17 years ferrying my daughter about. Last month, she passed her driving tests, which means it's now her turn to ferry me about, specifically to and from the pub. OK? Now, what's the point if she gets to the pub and she can't run me home if I've had a drink? It doesn't work.
Actually, no, it's more complicated than that because she couldn't get to the pub to pick you up because she couldn't drive there on her own anyway, so it...
So she'd have to get an older boyfriend?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be... Hello, Dad, have you met Keith? He's 53. Why are you looking so excited?
He's brought his teenager with him now.
Are you just her experienced driver? Because this is properly embarrassing for you if that's not what's happening.
Think of me as a kindly experienced driver, my dear. It works, I
Seriously, though, the government ought to recognise that without the sort of young people who tear around in cars, we wouldn't have won the Battle of Britain. That is a fact.
It is a fact, actually. Teenagers, they sleep and they tear about. It's what they do.
Yeah, and they have more sex than us.
They do that.
They don't get fat, and they don't get hangovers.
That's
it's just better than...
No, basically, everybody else, the rest of us are just old and bitter.
Yes.
That's what
young is better.
Young is better, and the government should, instead of saying children have to have old people with them when they're driving around, should just say, to my daughter, go to the pub and pick your dad up.
I've got some news. Cadillac has made a concept car, and here it is. It's called the CL. Yeah, no, it looks astonishing. It's got a twin-turbo, a V6 in it. They say it's going back to their roots.
What, so it'll rock for 5 hours after you get out of it?
No.
Does it have a 400-year-old woman from Florida in it?
No, it's about the sort of grandeur and splendour and scale. It's 19 feet long, so it's enormous, but it's only 50 inches high, so it's long and low and mean.
So they've built a plinth, essentially.
Yes, but it comes, they say, with a cigar humidor in it.
What, in America? Well, that's like saying this new car for Saudi Arabia with a minibar.
Yeah, you couldn't use it, could you? No.
This new car for Israel. The bonnet's made of bacon.
Yeah, don't smoke cigars in America. But it's a magnificent-looking thing.
Now, a couple of years ago, Ferrari brought out a car called the 599XX. A picture of it here, OK? Now, it's slightly unusual, this, because it cost you £1 million, but you couldn't take